Back in August, Allyssa Lewis was on the phone catching up with her older sister, Bella, chatting about meeting up later in the day. "I was like, hey, it's the weekend, can you do my hair?" She was like, "Well, I'm going to do Lyft today, so depending on how I feel after that, I'll let you know," said Elle. Area. But not long after, Lewis received a call from a friend informing her that something bad had happened. She needed to meet family and loved ones right away. She arrived in a panic and was met with an unsettling scene: police vehicles surrounding her sister's body. A random passenger had shot and killed Bella Lewis. She was 26. She was just a loving, kind soul, kind of lit up the room with a smile. That kind of person, Allyssa Lewis said. "Didn't realize how much she kind of held our family together until losing her." Lewis was one of more than 50 gig workers killed while driving for companies like Lyft, Uber and DoorDash since 2017, according to a new report from the advocacy group Gig Workers Rising. And while it is hard to know what companies could have done to prevent the deaths, the worker advocates say there was a lack of support in the aftermath of the killings. Unlike regular employees, gig workers' families do not receive compensation, like survivor benefits, even if they have been killed while on the job. Fisk, an expert on labor law at the University of California, Berkeley, points out that gig workers' families also cannot access the court system to file something like a wrongful death lawsuit. Companies like Lyft make drivers sign what is known as forced arbitration agreements, meaning they cannot sue if drivers get injured or something goes wrong while working. The companies have structured their relationships so they're not responsible for the injuries their drivers experience over the. So even though Bella Lewis died while doing her job, her family paid for everything, from the funeral to burial bills. They weren't going to pay for anything, her sister Allyssa Lewis said. The driver's window somehow was shot out. They weren't repairing that. Lyft sent its insurance company, Liberty Mutual, to see if it could provide any compensation, both Lewis and Lyft confirm. However, it didn't pay for anything, including clean the blood from the car in which she was killed. That's because it amounted to less than the $2,500 deductible drivers pay out of pocket before the company's insurance policy kicks in. In a statement, Lyft said it tries to make sure all of its drivers are safe at all times and have access to in-app tools that they can use if they feel at risk.